Hey friends, it's me, Lisa Richart-Hernandez, and from what I've researched about starting podcasts, everyone gives their first podcast to kind of tell you a little bit about what the podcast RView is going to be about. RView is going to be a podcast about my life as a top producing real estate agent, a huge RV enthusiast, starting my own real estate brokerage, managing my team, and also being the mother of 4 teenagers. My husband, George, and I are a blended family, so I've been married to George, whom I'll have on the show regularly. He's my Cuban husband, and we got married June 25th, 2016, right here in our backyard. We have a wonderful, crazy life together, and we travel all over the country in our RV. We meet tons of friends along the way and try to keep up with them. We go to music festivals and different campgrounds and sightseeing and just have a great time wherever we go. So the play on words is RV in the RView, and my brokerage is View Properties. So that now explains the name RView. So just kind of a little bit about me. I'm originally from Michigan, and I moved to Charleston, South Carolina about 25 years ago to put my ex-husband through dental school here at the Medical University of South Carolina. After about 8 months of marriage, my ex-husband said, honey, I think I want to be a dentist. Would you put me through dental school for the next 6 years? So I said, only if we go somewhere where the sun shines. So sold our house, packed our bags, moved to Charleston. I like to say I was married at age 22 with 2 car payments, a mortgage payment, and a husband who accrued debt on a daily basis. So being married for that long, being remarried, I have lots that I can speak to in my previous life about topics like divorce, death, and finding new love, which I have definitely done. Those people that know me love to listen to stories and ideas that I have about parenting. I gave birth to my 2 daughters, Lauren and Lindsay. Lauren is currently a freshman at the University of South Carolina, and Lindsay is a sophomore at Wando High School. And my 2 sons, who I can't take credit for their good looks, but I adopted when George and I got married. Their mother died in 2015 on Thanksgiving Day. She had been in an accident and suffered a traumatic brain injury, which she lived for 3 years after that. So they've been through a lot of loss and trauma. And Ryan, the oldest boy, is currently a senior in high school, plans on going to Coastal Carolina University next year, and he's an avid rugby player. And then Tyler, who's also our sophomore, same age as Lindsay. We have 2 more years till both those kids are out of the house and we can be official empty nesters. But we are working on it as we speak. So I've got insight to share on real estate, from flipping houses, which is one of my passions and something that I'm an expert at. I help my investor clients regularly. I also sell foreclosure properties. I work for a bunch of different banks. So I've always got interesting, crazy stories to talk about evictions and things that I find in these bank-owned homes, and the stories of short sales and things that I do to help people out of really bad situations in their life. Some of the stories really can be mind-blowing. I've worked for a large local brokerage with 1,000 agents called Carolina One. I worked there for 5 years. Then I was a broker in charge of RE/MAX for 6 years. I worked for Keller Williams for about 1.5 years. And then I opened my own brokerage called View Properties just in the past year. I brought with me my whole team. And just from having all those different unique experiences, from working from large local brokerages to big national franchises, I really got a lot of insight and learned what I really wanted to do with my brokerage when I started. And I'll be able to share some of that information with you or other people that are interested in the business, or just curiosity. My husband, George, retired from the City of Charleston Police to take care of the boys after his wife had his injury. So George is still retired, and he spends most of his time working on projects around the house, or planning our next vacation or our next RV trip, and doing the laundry, because I have to give him some job around the house that he's responsible for. So he does do a lot of laundry, I'll say, especially with 4 teenagers, even though they're supposed to do it. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother podcast. Anyways, being a parent to 4 teens is a full-time job, and George and I do a fabulous job of co-parenting. The girls refer to him as their bonus dad, not just a stepdad. And the boys proposed to me on Mother's Day several years ago to adopt them. It was one of the best days of my life, and that's a whole nother story for another podcast also. I don't want to cry on my introduction video podcast because it was such a sweet, sweet story. The boys, especially Tyler, he's had struggles when I got him. He was in 6th grade and he was on a 3rd grade reading level, and we worked really hard to get him up to par on his reading and got him off his ADHD medicine and had some real challenges, and I'm just so proud of all of his accomplishments. So I'll be able to talk to you about that and our parenting issues, because even though they're good kids, they're still kids. So there's always something that comes up, as you can imagine, a household. And then we have a 30-year-old daughter. Well, it's George's oldest daughter. She's actually a little bit older than, I think she might be 31 now. We're expecting a 3rd grandchild in May, so we're excited about that, and will be interesting to see how life-changing that is for us as well, kind of getting to be more grandparents. So as you can imagine, blending families, starting my own real estate brokerage, and I've experienced a lot of life changes and built a very successful real estate business while doing all of the other things. And I want to share my insights with you, especially other women, to help raise each other up and empower each other to be the best that we can be. And I work hard at being a boss mom and a great friend. So I hope you'll tune in, subscribe, and share these podcasts with your friends. And I hope it's something that I say will inspire you, teach you, or motivate other boss moms out there to just live their best lives.